Okay, then.
Okay. Robotics is a growing field. It's kind of surrounding us. It's everywhere nowadays. Anything that has electronics in it, that has a mechanical system that moves, and has software to control that behavior of that thing, that's a robot. So anything from an ATM machine to a self-driving car to a medical robot that lets surgeons conduct surgery from across the globe, those are all robots, and those are all things that are basically governing our world and will so more in the future. So robotics has been around for a while, but now finally technology and especially computing is getting to the point where we can make things cost effectively enough and intelligent enough that they can interact in our everyday lives, like a robot that you would buy to vacuum your floors, for example, or like I said, Google and other companies adding that capability into cars, so we'll be able to sit back and let a car drive ourselves. Obviously there's challenges there and there's risks, but those are all things that will be overcome with time. It's still a pretty young field in that sense. And one place that there's a lot of impact is in the medical field, because there's all sorts of medical devices that require pumping of fluids and manipulating little things, like whether you're going into someone's arteries and cleaning them out with a little tiny drill that they can manipulate with some levers, or pacemaker for heart or anything like that. There's a lot of technology that can help medical professionals treat conditions. Another area that robots are making a big impact is in agriculture. There are robotic basically planters, harvesters, all sorts of heavy equipment that can drive themselves using GPS and other technologies. So a lot of the manual, labor-intensive aspect of agriculture is being automated. Similarly, in mining industries, robots are taking over jobs that are hazardous for people and maybe working in unsafe conditions. And again, moving materials in and out of mining sites is now starting to become something that's automated. Other business opportunities and industries that are going to be affected are, along with the self-driving car, they're automating ships and semi-trucks and all sorts of other things, trains, so that shipping goods across the country, across the world, is going to be mostly an autonomous thing, and that will open up lots of opportunities.
Okay.
Yeah. So robots tend to help in areas where we have automated tasks that are very repetitive, that are kind of a labor-intensive manual process. So those tasks are being automated. That allows people to go do more complicated things, work on things that basically not spending their time doing these labor-intensive, repetitive things. And a place that's going to have a huge impact is manufacturing, assembly lines, and cars are basically built by robots nowadays. So as we try and modernize the workplace, as we try and bring jobs back into the U.S. And the cost of labor goes up, it's going to drive companies to use robots more and more and to automate their processes more and more. So that's going to be a big driver for robotics in industry.
Okay.